So hello there, good people of the world. Welcome to another video. No stream today, but a video that I wanted to show you guys because it's basically a refly of an event that we did the other day with the BushDivers, and I would like to thank Cobra for an extraordinarily fun and challenging flight there, because the route led us through canyons that were very, very narrow and really beautiful to look at. And imagine a horde of low and slow bush planes just trying to snake their way through all these canyons, and that was really, really awesome. I had loads of fun, and I think everybody else did as well. So I really want to show you this little canyon run here. It's just a small part of the entire event that we did, but it's just so good that I wanted to record a video of my own for myself and for you guys to watch. So I'm going to do this in a Kodiak because I like to fly the Kodiak, and it's actually, it is one of those big, or let's call it a turboprop plane that can do low and slow quite nicely. You're not supposed to push it to the brink of I don't know, stall, because then it's difficult to recover. But you can fly as low as 50 knots if you're really trying hard, and if you know what you're doing, and if the Kodiak is empty, then you can do amazing things with this plane. And one of those things that you can do is flying through canyons, very narrow canyons, and trying to follow them. But you're going to have to work the rudder very hard to swing around the nose and the tail. It's really a bit like drifting a car to get this thing around the tight corners. And I actually failed one or two times during this canyon run because I didn't know it yet. And it is so tight that if you don't know the turns, you just miscalculate, you misjudge the situation, you're going to end up hitting the wall. So, but you can do it with a Kodiak if you know the run, and if you know what you're doing, if you're working with the rudder. And so let's go ahead and I'll show you what we're going to do here. Where's my mouse? There we go. So let's turn off the autopilot here. We're going to have to make a left turn. I'm also going to put a link in the description below for you to fetch a part of the flight plan of this event. The original flight plan is Cobra's stuff, so I'm not giving that without his explicit permission. But the canyon run, I mean, this is so good. I just wanted to make sure that people aren't going to be able to experience that for themselves. So again, Cobra, that was an awesome find. That was so good, so fun. And I'm going to do it again. I'll try to make sure that you guys can see what's happening here with the yoke. I'm going to fly this canyon run with an alpha yoke and a Bravo throttle quadrant, so I'm going to have to work the yoke quite a lot. What I actually could do is to lower the camera a little bit so you can actually see what's going on here. You don't need to see my face. You only need to see the yoke. So here we go. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see my feet working the rudder. I need to look forward. But here we go. So this is what's going to happen. And you can take a look at the rudder indicator here. So you're going to be able to see in which direction the plane actually slews. So the rectangle, the triangle here is the direction that the nose points at, obviously. But this little line down here shows the actual direction where the plane is pointing at or flying at. So if I put the rudder right, obviously we're going to fly to the left quite a lot, but the nose is pointing right, so you can see that there is some discrepancy between the actual direction of the nose and the direction that we're going to fly. And this is part of how to survive in this canyon, because you're going to have to work the rudder hard to kind of drift around the corners. So let's see. This canyon run also has quite a lot of very nice, no, not a lot, but a couple of very nice little waterfalls. So, oh man, yeah, I forgot. I did use the flaps through this run, because otherwise I would be too fast, and it also helps trying to make these very tight turns. So, and I need to keep the speed between 100 and 120. If I'm getting lower, then the Kodiak will be even more unresponsive. If I'm getting faster, I'm just going to hit the walls. So the sweet spot is somewhere between 100, 110 and 130, I would say. So I'm going to have to work the rudder, the yoke, and the throttle at the same time, trying to balance all of this. So this is the beginning of the canyon. It's not yet very challenging. It's going to get a lot more narrow further on. So this is where I really begin to work with the rudder, because it's necessary to just swing around the plane and make sure that we can do turns more tightly. And it's also going to cost us energy. It's basically slowing the plane down, which is good if you want to do these tight turns. It is increasing drag dramatically, really, using the rudder in the fashion that I'm doing here. And it's probably also not very good for the airframe, but there is no choice. We're going to have to make the Kodiak suffer here a little bit. So this is all not very challenging yet. Don't worry, it's going to get tighter up ahead, a lot tighter. But looking at this canyon, it's already really beautiful. It's very nicely modeled inside the flight simulator. It almost looks real. I mean, I haven't been to this area in my life personally yet. I've been in Colorado once during a tour that we did with a caravan, basically, but I've not seen this particular canyon, let alone the others around in the area. So this is really beautiful. I'm not sure about the trees in the water here, but we're going to have to overlook this. Friendly overlook. Might also be nice to be swimming in this water. It's probably pretty cold looking at the altitude that we have here. It's 7,000 to 8,000 feet, so it is pretty cold outside. Right now the air temperature is 15 degrees, but I guess that the water temperature might be lower than that. So it's only something for people who don't mind a very cold water and don't have a weak heart. Okay, so now comes another drop here, another waterfall. And we're going to follow the canyon. Marking the rudder. Making sure that we get around these turns here. It really, in some odd way, it's really like drifting with a car. And we're also trying to predict the next turn so that we can prepare to get around more easily. Here we go. Look at the textures of all of these rocks here, of all of these mountain areas. This looks so utterly beautiful. At least for a sim, that is. I mean, in reality, it's something else, but for a sim, this looks pretty good, really. With all these little cracks and all that. Here we go. This is one of those tighter turns where we're going to have to do a very strong, and now try to swing the nose around more quickly. That was not ideal. And we lost a lot of energy along the way, so we're below 100. Let's accelerate again. Keep the speed up a little. There is another waterfall coming up, and we're going to drop down here. There we go. Have to raise the view a little bit here so that I'm better able to see what's going on the ground. Come around Kodiak. Oh man. She's fighting. This plane's got a will of its own. So there's another tight turn. Let's get around here. So we've only done, this is the second time that I'm actually flying through this canyon. I'm not really prepared. I only saw it once during the event. So there was one particular turn that I remember that was so tight I wasn't able to make it. The Kodiak just was not quick enough to on the, I'm not sure if it's the roll rate, the one where you put the wings left and right, you know what I mean. And one turn needs a very quick change of direction, and the Kodiak just cannot do it because it's not nimble enough. Not even with full rudder, not even if you plan ahead, just the turn is so tight that you cannot swing the plane around in time. Look at the tightness of these canyons. It's really utterly beautiful. And it's so nice to fly through. It's still doable, even with slower planes. It's even more doable than with a Kodiak or something faster. I think this might be the turn that broke my neck. Nah, that's not it yet. That one still works. With your nose. Holy cow. It's getting real tight here, as you can see. But that's not a challenge if you kind of try to fly through the middle. So now it's really the rudder pedals working here, just to keep the nose pointed in the right direction. Now where is that turn that really caught me unawares? So that turn is still doable. That's not a big deal. That's not it either. We can take a look at the map, because you can see where the river goes, and there are pretty tight turns coming up at some point. The ones that I wasn't able to do. I'm not sure when it comes. Should be pretty soon. Yeah, so I really highly recommend doing this on your own, and that's utterly cool. Maybe there are some guys out there who actually can do this in a faster plane. I would like to see somebody try in an F-18. I don't think this is doable, but maybe some guy's crazy enough to try. I guess Maverick could do it. He's the only guy on the planet who can actually do something like this, and he would do it in I mean, like a minute faster than everybody else. At least, maybe 10 minutes faster. There's another. Oh, there's an animal. I just saw one of those little. It looked like something with horns. Where is that damn turn? Did I miss it? I think... No, this is not it yet. This here is tight, but it's not it. Where does it hide? Don't be shy, come on up. You can hit me again. I think this one might be it. It's coming up right here. Oh, it's coming up right there. I should pay attention to the canyon. Okay, so let's see if I'm able to do it this time. Oh, stop. Come on. No, that was not it. That was too easy. Oh, Lord. This is the problem. When the Kodiak gets too slow, below 90 knots, then it is really behaving like a rhinoceros or something. It just won't move as quickly anymore. Where is the turn? The turn of death. The turn of doom. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby Lord. Did I miss it? Because now it's going to get easier for a while. I actually seem to have missed it. And I didn't crash into the walls. Okay, so I made it. I'm not sure which one it was. I don't really remember. I think the most difficult part of the canyon run is basically over. The really high walls are gone, but it's still very beautiful to fly through here. So we're going to continue for a while here. It's still pretty tight. As you can see, it's still pretty tight. Okay, let's swing the nose around here. I don't remember it to be that narrow in the end, but it was such a traumatic experience. I forgot half of it. And there were planes everywhere, like 15, 20 bush divers flying all like a big swarm of bees, following the queen bee, Cobra. I think Cobra was flying a helicopter. He was cheating. Dude, that was not the turn I was talking about. But there I hit the wall. One moment of not paying attention, and it all went haywire. Let's see if we can get this thing back in the air. The water doesn't help really. Come on, little Kodiak. Pretend to be a float plane. Come on. We need some shore here, some sandbanks. I don't think this is gonna work. Is there a sandbank coming up? No. Okay. I'd say we're gonna leave it at that, but you get the idea. So this whole canyon run, I mean, as I said, I'm gonna put a link down in the description, and you can basically replicate the flight and just enjoy this awesome scenery. It was possibly one of the coolest group flights that I had. Much cooler than the group flights that I'm doing with my little group of guys. So thanks again, Cobra, for this awesome event, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.